Welcome to another session. Today we will see part 2, India's internal challenges. Today we will be learning issues concerning Northeast India. In this slide you can see to the left India map, and in blue color it is highlighted Northeast Indian states. To the right side of the slide you can see Northeast India map following with all the 8 states names: Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya, Assam and Sikkim. International borders of India touch each of the states to varying extents. In this slide you can see the borders at the background of the slide, and to the top of the slide you can see India map, Northeast Indian states, and to the right side of the top corner you can see all the 8 states of Northeast India, everyone connected to the international borders. These states are different with respect to ethnicity, language and cultural diversity. Here, ethnicity means ethnic quality or affiliation, a particular ethnic affiliation or group. For example, students of diverse ethnicities. Here in this slide, you can see all the different cultures of the Northeast India's different states. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister, took the lead in bringing the tribes living in these areas into the mainstream of our country. In this slide, you can see to the topmost left corner Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's photo, and below that you can see the tribal people of the Northeast India. And these people were completely separated from our country. So he was the first person to bring them into the mainstream of our country. In 1954, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru formed the Northeast Frontier Agency (NEFA) area, comprising of the territories on the Sino-Indian border and the tribal areas towards the north of Assam. Sino-Indian border means China-India border. In this slide you can see border of India and China. You can see Indian soldiers and also the Chinese soldiers, and also you can see the flag in the slide, India and China. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru took the position of bringing about the development of hundreds of tribes in these parts while preserving their culture. In this slide, you can see Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's photo to the left top corner and the tribes of Northeast India in the slide. For the development of the tribal people, special provisions have been made with respect to these areas in the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. In the Indian Constitution, it is clearly mentioned in the book that special provision should be given to the tribal people of the Northeast India. In this slide, you can see to the right side of the slide, you can see Constitution of India book, and to the left side of the slide you can see the tribal picture of houses. In 1965, the responsibility of administering this area, that is the Northeast India, was given to the Ministry of External Affairs. That means the whole of Northeast India, the 8 states, was completely administered by the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. In this slide you can see Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India office, and to the top right corner you can see all the 8 states of the Northeast. The Northeastern Council Act of 1971 was supposed to advise the central government regarding aspects of common interest in economic and social spheres, interstate transport, electricity, flood control, etc. In this slide, you can see economic growth and development to the left side top. In the middle, the social sphere. The social sphere means here it refers to a societal self-organization to create a common culture landscape on which various forms of performance and public drama are staged or performed, and through which a social bond among strangers is created and public life maintained. Towards the right side of the slide, topmost, you can see the transport sector in India. To the bottom of the slide, to the left, you can see the electricity, and to the last bottom corner, to the right side, you can see the flood control. Now let us study about the state Mizoram. The tribes in Northeast India have an ancient history. In this slide, you can see the tribes of Mizoram to the left side of the slide, and to the right side of the slide, you can see map of India, and in the red, it is highlighted as Mizoram map. When India became independent, the government gave administrative autonomy to the district of Mizo majority areas of the Lusai Hills. Here, autonomy means the right or condition of self-government. In this slide, you can see Lusai Hills, and down to the right side bottom corner, you can see in the ancient period Lusai Hills chief, and below that tribal people in those times. When the States Reorganization Commission was appointed in 1954, here in this slide you can see leaders discussing for the reorganization of states and union territories. The expectation in this area grew. Mizo leaders started demanding an autonomous Mizo province. Here previously I told you what is meant by autonomy. Autonomy means self-governing. Here the Mizo leaders wanted to self-govern Mizoram. In 1959, the territory of Mizoram experienced severe drought. Drought means without rain. During this famine, Mizo leader Lal Denga served the common people a lot. In this slide, you can see the drought affected area, and you can also see towards the left side of the slide Mr. Lal Denga. In this slide, you can see Mizo leader Lal Denga served the common people in different ways by providing water, taking the cattle to the different places from the drought area, providing them food grains, and giving them medical facilities. In this slide, you can see to the left side of the corner, top, providing water facilities. To the right side of the top corner, you can see a man taking the cattle from the drought area, and to the bottom of the left side of this slide, you can see people taking food grains in the truck for the drought affected area, and also to the bottom of the right side of the slide, you can see medical help given to the people. Lal Denga established an organization called Mizo National Front (MNF) in 1961. In this slide, you can see the symbol of Mizo National Front, and to the corner of the left you can see Mr. Lal Denga. Lal Denga asked for Greater Mizoram, an independent nation carved out of Tripura, Manipur and Mizo majority areas from the Lusai Hills. In this slide, the background you can see the Lusai Hills, and in the left top corner you can see India map. In that red highlighted Mizoram state. Here bottom you can see Meghalaya, Manipur and Tripura circled. In March 1966, Mizo National Front announced the emergence of the independent Mizoram. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi handled the situation and suppressed the rebellion. Rebel means a person who rises in the opposition or armed resistance against an established government or leader. In this slide, you can see people are shouting for an independent Mizoram. And you can also see in this slide Mizo National Front symbol and Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister during the period of 1966. When the situation calmed down in 1972, the Mizo majority area was given the status of Union Territory. In 1985, Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi had an agreement with the Mizo National Front and Mizoram was given the status of a full-fledged state. Here in this slide, you can see Mr. Rajiv Gandhi with the other Mizo National Front leaders. And below, you can see Mizo National Front flag. Here in the middle bottom, you can see map of India and separate Mizoram state. And here, after becoming the Prime Minister for the first time, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi is addressing the people. After becoming Mizoram as full-fledged state, Mr. Lal Denga became the first Chief Minister of the state. Here in this slide, you can see Mr. Lal Denga addressing the people and taking the oath after becoming the Chief Minister of Mizoram state. Nagaland. The Naga tribe in the northeast India is known as martial tribe. What is meant by martial tribe? It is associated with war or the armed forces. Here in this slide you can see map of India. You can see Nagaland state highlighted with red color. These are the martial tribes shown below the slide. The Naga tribes had settled in eastern Himalayas, the Naga Hills, border areas of Assam and Myanmar. In 1946, some educated youth established an organization called Naga National Council (NNC). These educated Naga youths later demanded for an independent state of Nagaland. They were led by Angami Zapu Fizo. You can see Zapu Fizo's picture to the left side of the slide. He was the leader of this youth, and you can see map of India to the bottom of the slide towards the right. and they wanted an independent Nagaland. In 1954, the Naga National Council (NNC) announced the establishment of an independent federation of Nagaland. You can see Nagaland's flag, and below to the left bottom corner you can see Nagaland's map. In 1955, skirmishes happened between local Nagas and the soldiers of Assam Rifles. In this picture, we can see the Indian soldiers and we can see some youths taking the slogan "We stand for Naga unity" to the bottom right corner. Here, skirmishes means an episode of irregular or unpremeditated fighting, especially between small or outlying parts of armies or fleets. Military action was taken to suppress the skirmishes. Several rounds of discussions took place between the central government and the NNC, Naga National Council. The central government decided to give the Naga majority territory the status of a union territory. Nagaland was made a full-fledged state on 1st December 1963 by putting together the Naga majority territory and part of Yeongsang. To the bottom of the slide, to the right corner, you can see India map and Nagaland's map. A part of territory was taken as Yeongsang and it was together given as a full-fledged state on 1st December 1963. Now let us learn something about Assam. In 1983, there was an intense agitation staged by all Assam Students Union and Assam Ganasangram Parishad. In this slide, you can see Brahmaputra river, which is famous and important river of Assam. And also you can see to the bottom of the slide, to the left corner, Students Union, and in the middle you can see AGP, symbol of Assam Ganasangram Parishad, and to the right bottom corner you can see people agitating. These Assam Students Union and the Assam Ganasangram Parishad took over the question of the dominance in Assam of Bengali migrants. Here you can see the Bengali migrants migrating from Bangladesh and coming into the Assam border, and you can see the agitation board telling that "Save Northeast from illegal migrants." In 1985, Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, Central Home Minister Shankar Rao Chavan and Assamese leader Praful Kumar Mohanto signed an accord. Here in this slide you can see the leaders signing the accord, the Assam Accord of 1985. What is an accord? Accord means give or grant someone the power, status or recognition. Even though Rajiv Gandhi signed an accord in 1985, even today we can see this discussion and debates in our Parliamentary Assembly. In this slide you can see it is our responsibility to protect the culture of Assam and we will do it. And below it is written, former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi signed the Assam Accord in 1985 and then did nothing. According to the accord signed by the leaders, it was decided to send back the Bangladeshi citizens who had infiltrated in Assam back to their original places. You can see in this slide a slogan written and shown, "Save Assam from illegal immigrants." To the right side of the slide, you can see Bangladeshi migrants who have settled in India. In 1986, elections were held for Assam Legislative Assembly. After the Assam Legislative Assembly election held in 1986, Praful Kumar Mohanto of the Assam Gana Parishad became the new Chief Minister. Here you can see to the right side of the slide Praful Kumar Mohanto's photo, and here you can see in this slide he is addressing the public after he becoming the Chief Minister of Assam. Due to this democratic process, it became possible to establish peace in Assam. So far we learnt about Assam. Now let us know something about Arunachal Pradesh. In this slide you can see map of India, and also you can see Arunachal Pradesh map highlighted in maroon color. In 1954, NEFA was created. Let us see what is NEFA's full form. Here in the right side of the slide you can see the full abbreviation of NEFA, that is North East Frontier Area. In 1972, this area began to be called Arunachal Pradesh, that means region of rising sun. In India, you can see the first rising sun in Arunachal Pradesh. You can see the picture of the rising sun here, and the symbol of Arunachal Pradesh is the rising sun, which is given on the top of the right corner. On 20th February 1987, Arunachal Pradesh got the status of a constituent state. In this slide you can see map of India, and you can also see the red color highlighted Arunachal Pradesh. Below you can see the complete Arunachal Pradesh state map. During the period from 1960 to 2000, Northeast India has progressed towards a mature democracy. This area is on the path of progress today through industrialization, spread of education, etc. You can see in this slide towards the left side map of India and Northeast India map with their different cultures and diversities, and towards the right side of the slide you can see the progress they have made in industries as well as in education. Thank you.